can click on it, and then they can see those posts. They can search them.
You only can up to 10 pages.
Right.
But each page can be updated by the post.
No, the pages and the posts are separate. All right, I'll show you an example. Let me just go to, and I'm just going to steal content. Buying a home in San Jose, California. Searching MLS, San Jose. How about this? Home buying tips. A guide to buying your first home. All right. I'm just stealing some words. I was hoping for more words. Forms, agents. Follow our 6-step. How about this? Now, what you would have done, hopefully, is have I'm putting it in a notepad to strip out the pictures. All right, so I'm just doing this to get some text. So, where am I? This is a post. Now, okay. Now over here, you need to write a blog post in order for Zementa to work. I have to wait. And compose. I did that on purpose. If you're in Edit HTML, Zementa doesn't work. But no, what's happened is Zementa has come alive. And I click on Start Using Zementa. And what Zementa is going to start to do is it's going to be searching the internet for pictures and other articles related to what I've just typed about. So, and sometimes it's not very close. This is the mayor of Los Angeles. I don't know why. This is some graph of crime rates. I don't know why it thinks that's important, but let's say I click on refine and I type home buying and I click go. And what Zementa is going to do is it's going to find pictures. And some of them people have, I don't know. Home buying involves lots and lots of paperwork, right? And then this is, I don't know what that is. This is the Mr. Housing Bubble. This is a picture of I don't know what. But I can look through this and let's say, notice I click on it and it puts it in here. Now I probably don't really want that one. Let me just, if I click on it, I click on remove. But I don't want that either, so I'm going to remove it. So notice it has here 10 advantages of buying a home versus renting. Right? Let me go back to my, I haven't lost anyone yet. They're both inattentive. But let's say, I notice as I click on this is from Doorfly, whatever that is. If I want that, I click on it. Notice it sticks it in here, that article. 7 facts you need to know about a neighborhood. That's from Doorfly. Pros and cons of home. 10 tips for people thinking of buying a house. Step-by-step guide to home buying. That's from an agent. That's from another agent. Where should you buy a home? Let me just say, I'm just putting in a couple of them. I go up here, I find that's a home buying seminar. I don't know. Let me just pick this. Okay. So what Zementa is doing is it's finding pictures. And what Zementa does is it puts in the necessary link to give credit for it. All right. And it's provided me links to other articles. Zementa makes it easy to pimp up your posts, right? You understand? So if you have text and you dump the text in and you have Zementa installed, Zementa will start suggesting pictures and articles. It will read what you've written.
In image is a link or it's
It's well, it shows up.
it's a cut.
It shows up. I'll show you when we publish
It's
it.
a link, right?
It's
a link.
no, it'll show up in the post. They'll see the picture, right? I'll show you. Wait until just wait a minute. You'll see what it looks like when we publish it. Now, but it's going to look like this. This is what it looks like. It's going to have that picture. But people could click on this because the Flickr deal is the guys made that a public picture, but you're supposed to give them the link.
So they save in the Flickr, but it's just a link to that, right?
I don't. You keep saying this is just a link. It's a picture that appears on people's screens when they look at it.
Yeah.
That's not just a link.
You don't physically copy and paste, right?
No, this is all I've done. That's why I'm.
Paste.
No, all I've done is use Zamanta to put the picture in.
Yeah, sometimes show you the picture, but actually this internal is a link to the original site.
Yes, the picture is not hosted on.
You don't physically cut and paste.
You never cut and paste. You
Okay.
can't cut and
It's
paste.
a link.
You can upload a picture.
Yeah, it's a
If
link.
I were to go here and I were to click on insert
You can see
image.
the HTML text. If it's a link, then it's a link.
Yes. There's two ways of having a picture on a website. One way is to upload the picture to a server. The other way is to put the picture on a photo hosting site like Flickr, PhotoBucket, Picasa, Web Clips, or others, and and use that.
Yeah.
So notice down here it says in-text links. Now, buying a home, you have to look at this. What is this? This is essential finance, crime statistics. If you, what this is going to do, if I click on it, let's say I say apply all, notice it puts in these links in my text. That's, you ever seen that where people have links and you can click on the text and it takes you to some more information? Zamanta will do that for me automatically, right? And so I can hit all. Down here are labels, and Zamanta has looked through my post and came up with sample labels. I might want my own, right? But buying a home, crime, I might want my own, but I could say I want buying a home, I'll use that one. It might, you don't want too many necessarily. And when we go to preview, now, and by the way, it doesn't look exactly like this, but this is what you're going to see, something that looks pretty close to this, right? That's what we've created. Now, this is a post. So this is on the page. It's not, so let's go back, let's close this. So I'm going to go to publish post. Now, what it's going to do is if I go to my page here and I hit refresh, we've got an article. All right. Now, you don't want to, if you're going to steal something, steal it from Century 21, right? Century 21 has newsletters. They have stuff. And if it's Century 21 stuff, you can steal it and put it in here, right? You can copy and paste it in, right? If you start copying and pasting stuff out of Zillow, you need to understand that there is software that's not very expensive that people can subscribe to, and they put in their URL and it will constantly search everything on the internet, and it doesn't take as long as you would think. And if you've copied their text and pasted it in your site, they'll know about it in a few days. And you'll get threatening emails. It's a crime. There's a copyright infringement. You'll start getting nasty emails.
Copy and paste to the notebook, like a notepad, and you copy and paste only back. You won't find anything.
No, it doesn't matter. They look at the words.
Oh, there's a word. Oh,
They read your post and they compare it to what they've written. And if you have paragraphs and pages that are identical, and in fact, it doesn't have to be just perfectly identical. If it's close enough to be a copyright infringement, they'll be flagged and they'll come after you. They'll write. So you don't just copy stuff and paste it in. If you have to write something. If you put it in its entirety, that's called plagiarism. If you steal from a whole bunch of people, that's called research, right? Isn't that? And so So the idea, though, is that if you want some text, I'm going to be providing some list of services for buying, list of services for selling, and anything you find on Century 21 site, you can feel free. Also, the National Association of Realtors has something called consumer brochures, and if you are a realtor, you have access to all of that, and you can put that stuff in here too, right? So the CAR doesn't really have that much that you can copy and paste.
There's some legal things that they post once in a while.
Right, and they have, and if as long as if you go to CAR, at the very bottom of a page, there's like these 3 pound signs, right? That's the cutoff. And everything above, if you cut everything above it, that means their disclaimer. Copyright, California Association of Realtors, they're all of that, right? Then they're not going to come after you, assuming you are a member of the California Association of Realtors, right? And they have reprint guidelines. If you go to CAR and you click on it, there are reprint guidelines. But some of the legal things are not meant for everyone. You have to look at it, right? You have to be careful. Anything you find on Century 21, you're free to use, right? Anything, the NAR stuff, again, they have reprint guidelines, and they've actually made things, these consumer brochures, that they encourage agents to use, right? So you don't have to worry about those things. Now, so what we've done, this Zamanta thing is a big deal, in my opinion. It provides you pictures, links, tags, labels, other stuff without having to do a lot of heavy lifting. Now, just a few other things I want to do is let's look at settings. Now, settings, it says here, we can export the blog and import blogs. This is if you've already created it in Blogger from, I'm not going to get into that now. Add your blog to our listings. That should be yes. Let search engines find your blog. That should be yes. Show quick editing, yes. Email post links. Email post links let your visitors easily email posts from your blog to their friends. I usually say yes. Adult content, no. Global settings selects the post editor. We want it. You probably want to leave it with this. You don't want, leave it there. Enable transliteration. That's as if somebody wants to, you don't leave this alone. All right. How about that? Just leave that alone. And we're going to click on Save Settings. Now notice, so that this was the basic. These are the different settings. Publishing. Now it wants, this is that Blogspot address, word verification. We're not going to, that's if we wanted to change this, right? If we wanted to change it from sellingsanjose.blogspot.com, we would change it here and type in this and we could change it. Formatting. How many posts are on the main page? The default is 7, right? You can you can select another number up to 500. Right, you understand? It's a vertical scroll down.
500 pages?
500 posts. Right? And so this is the format. You probably want to leave it like that. There isn't a lot here that you probably want to change. There's nothing here that I wouldn't mess with this except for how many posts you want to appear on your front page. Comments. Show or hide. Show is good if people make comments. The whole idea, what makes it a blog and not a website, is people making comments and you making comments back. Google likes it when they see that people are commenting about your stuff. They think, well, you must have good stuff, right? Otherwise, people wouldn't be commenting. Who can comment? Registered users. That means the person has to verify who they are through OpenID. That may sound like it's a Yahoo account, right? Will suffice. Anyone, which would include anonymous people, this isn't such a big deal, but the comment embedded below post, pop-up window, new post for comments, backlinks, or show or hide. what a backlink show or hide is, backlinks enables you to keep track of other pages on the web that link to your post. Selecting hide does not delete. You don't. I wouldn't change that. Comment, form, message. You don't need to change this. Now, this is something you want to look at. Moderation. What you want to do now. What never means that anybody can post anything they want who provides an open ID, and it just appears on your website. And you can remove it if you don't like it, but until you find it, it's going to be there. That's kind of dangerous. What always means is that in order for any comment to appear, you have to say yes to it. Only posts older than 14 days. What that's saying is that they expect you to take a look at your website in 2 weeks and look at them, right? So they don't go on automatically right away, but in 2 weeks, they'll start to appear. That gives you a chance to look at it. I would pick always. And then this is something really good to put in, so that you want people to comment. And if it's a good comment, you want it to appear right away. So what that'll mean is that when somebody makes a comment, you're going to get an email. And it's going to say somebody made a comment. And you'll know right away, and you can go look at the comment. And if it's a good comment, you say okay. All right? If it's not a good comment, you say no. Showed word verification for comments. This is something you want to click. Yes, leave it that way. What that means is that people have to put in one of those CAPTCHA things so that there's such a thing as comment spam. So if you allow anybody to post anything, you're going to get Viagra ads, right? Earn $10,000 a week from home, right? People will post ads on as comments, right? And they have robots that do this. So you want word verification, yes. Show profile image on comments, yes. Many people have a registered avatar through their open ID, whatever they use to verify who they are. I have one. And that means that my little picture would appear next to my comments. It makes the comments look more interesting, more human. And comment notification email, I already did that. We're going to click on Save Settings. So we're here to archiving. Archiving says what an archive means is that on the side we have a little widget that says archives, and it has all of our past posts. And usually they're broken down by month. That's fine. Site feed. This has to do with people who are subscribing to your blog using an RSS feed. I would just leave it the way it is right now. If you have questions about that, we can talk later. Email notifications. Enter accounts up to 10 addresses to have your blog mailed to whenever you publish. So if, like, I'm in Google and I have contacts, and I can automatically pick 10 people among my current contacts to receive emails when I publish. They can turn it off if they don't like it. I've had real estate agents say, how can I import hundreds of emails and send out all my posts to people? That's called spamming, right? And you're going to end up with fewer contacts. This is email posting address. What this allows me to do, secret word. What's a good secret word? So what that allows me to do is, let's say I have, you have your fancy phone, right? And you take a picture of a house and you have a little comment and you'd like that to be posted. If you email your text and picture to your secret words, right? Your URL with the secret word, then it'll be posted automatically on your site for you, right? So you don't have to log into Blogger, right? You can do it from a cell phone or any email. Right?
How do you go post on which page you want to post?
It's not on page. It goes into pages are different than posts. Pages are static. They don't change unless you edit them. posts appear in this feed on the first page, and then and we have it set up so 7 will show.
The post always on the first page.
Right. And then they're in the archives after the 7. So, and publish posts immediately, save emails as drafts. It's up to you. I usually save things as drafts because I want to later go in and use Zamenta to clean it up, right? But that's up to you. If you're using your mobile phone, you might want it just posted. That's up to you. We could save the OpenID. I know I didn't really want to change anything here. You can learn more about OpenID later, but this is my HTTP, my OpenID URL. Permissions means that I can add other people to my blog. In other words, other administrators, other people that can post and add stuff. I can add them. And this would be, I can actually have a secret blog where only people that I've invited, I don't know why I want to do that, but that's what I could do. Now, what we're doing, comments, let me just click on this. This is where I would go to find comments that are waiting for me to moderate. Right, so it's going to send me an email saying, hey, somebody made a comment. I go there, I look at them, I can find them. So so notice that over here in archives, as we start doing this, there'll be more and more and more and more and more. It'll be marked, and it'll just keep going down, right? And it'll show them, right? So, what else do we want to do with this? Monetize is where you can add advertising if you think you're going to make money doing it. Statistics. These are advanced subjects. You could sell books and other things from Amazon, let's say that are real estate related, and receive a commission from Amazon. It's not very much, right? It's $1 or something. It's 25 cents sometimes. It's not very much. So we're probably not worrying about these things. And statistics, nothing's happened, right? You understand? It's nothing. So that's the beginning of this. And I'm willing to do more with this, but what we might want to do is when we go to design, one of the things, there are widgets and other things that you can add that are real estate related that you can add here. And if you click on add a gadget, what this will do is it's going to show you, these are the standard ones. So for example, you could have a logo, you could put text, a slideshow. Let's say you have listings, or we have listings, and you have pictures of the listings. Those listings can be going around picture to picture to picture to picture. This is really good if you make you understand, you can have, I don't know if there's a limit to how many blogger blogs you can have. I've had 30 and no one's written me any nasty letters. You could do one for each listing, right? And then you could put in a slideshow so the pictures are just rotating. You could put in a video bar where a video is showing a poll, a blog list, a link list. These are really the same things. Blog lists and link lists are pretty much the same thing. They're links that people can click on to different sites. A list, a feed. This would be, you could take this California Association of Realtors. The National Association of Realtors has news feeds, right? You may have seen the NAR. If you go to Alpha Forums, I put the CAR and the NAR feed there. Does everybody understand what I'm saying? Let me make sure you know what I'm saying. Let's say I go to you see this here, the daily real estate news. That's NAR. This is CAR. You see how that's there? That's done by adding that gadget. Let me see, where did I go? Right? In other words, that's how I put those there. So you could have the NARCAR. You have no control over which ones it is, right? But if you wanted to, you could. Labels, remember when we said this is about home buying? Those would appear there. So what somebody can do is there's a page that says home buying. That's a static thing. It doesn't change unless we go in and edit it. But then on the side, there can be a label that says home buying. And when they click on that, all of the posts that you've written that have the label home buying appear. Right? Mark it up. All of them appear. Subscription links, we're not going to talk about that. This is Bloggers Local. This profile, this profile is a better profile. It displays some information about yourself, but what you probably want to do is to create a tab that says, why me? About me. Right? You know. And now one thing that a lot of people don't realize, notice it goes down here, it says 1 through 23. These are basic, these are featured. Amazon, Social Vibe, most popular, and more gadgets, and there is 1,173 built into Blogger. There's a lot of them. And if you said, wow, 1,173, that's not very many. And you go to widget box because you want more. I want more. I have a widget box thing, but if we click here on widgets, these are all. Do you like having a little Twitter, a YouTube, a Flickr, a video? All of these are other widgets that you can get. And if I'm up here for find widgets and I type in real estate, it starts to pull down a bunch of them. There's a real estate technology dictionary, industry, real estate news, Inman News, right? If I want that, real estate market news, bigger pockets. You want to look at them to see if you really want them. This is risk media, right? So we can add a little bit of news things if we want. One of the things that I oftentimes use is there's contact forms. So this one is okay. I use Contactify. And so what this is, if we click on it, you'll see it has over here, this is what people would see. So you can, one of the pages could be, or a widget on the side could say contact me, right? And when people click on it, this is going to pop up, or they can put in their name, their email, the subject, they can write, they put in the CAPTCHA, they agree and send the message. Now, let's say we wanted to do this. All I have to do is I click on get widget. I'm just going to do one of these. And it's going to give me, this is the embed code. Now, some people start to freak out. Oh my God, there's HTML code. But notice down here, Blogger. I click on this. It's going to ask me, add a widget. I'm going to add the widget. And what it's doing is that since I'm already logged into Blogger, it's probably already figured it out. See, what it's going to do is show me all of my 30 blogs, 31 now. I pick the one I want, Contactify widget. I click on add widget. Notice it's over here. We look at our page. Contact me shows up. And this one doesn't look that good because it goes off. What you have to do sometimes is move them around. And in fact, one of the easiest things to do, let's go back here to our widget, custom widget, go back. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take the embed code. I'm going to do this. Oops. Copy. I'm going to get a little bit fancier. Let's say I go back here to posting, edit pages, new page. And then I could put in my name, my phone number if I want. I could do that. If you put in your email address as it works, as it looks with the @ sign, people are going to take it and send you spam. But then what I'm going to do is HTML, Control V, go back to compose. I'm going to publish this. I'm going to go here. Contact me. See, now I have a button. I can change the order. And I need to take this one off here because I did it twice. But see, that one, you have to look at the widgets because some of them are designed for a big page. Some of them are real small. If you pick one that's big and it won't fit, right? Like this one doesn't fit. But you'll notice that it fits really nice as a page. So,
Is this framed as a 8.5 by 11 page?
well, it's not quite that. It's the question is it framed by 8.5 by 11? Not really. Different templates have different widths of the pages and posts. One of the problems of changing your templates all the time is that stuff is going to get messed up, right? Because if something that looks nice, fits nice, isn't going to look nice and isn't going to fit nice the next time you do it, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go here to design, because this contact me I didn't like. I'm going to remove it. Okay. I'm going to go to, I don't know, view my blog. This is about to end. But you can see I have a home with a post, buying with, I didn't put any stuff here, contact me. There's a contact me form. By the way, up here, I could have my picture, my name, my phone number. I could put all that stuff on the contact me. I could put my fax number, you understand, and I have this little email widget. It looks all nice and professional. There's a CAPTCHA. Everything is cool.
The picture, my profile, so you put all the phone numbers.
Yeah, you could also have, that could be about me.
About me.
Right, you understand, we can have 10. We have a lot of room left. So if there's an interest in doing more with this, I'm willing to do more with this. But as you can see, I've done this stuff, right? I know how to make Blogger work, and it'll look nice. That looks nice. It'll look nice. You can have a web page without spending any money or doing a lot of heavy lifting. How was that good enough for this one?
So we can try it out for some
Yeah,
dev things in
right.
your own and see that. So then after that you had to post it, or you had to
Well, right now this works.
publish that.
This is live.
Is that?
Yeah, this one's live right now. If you were to go to sellingsanjose.blogspot.com, let me open up a different browser just for funsies. All right. So that's my URL. All right. This is a different browser. I'm not logged into Google. It doesn't know who I am.
So that upload right away. Huh?
It's right there. Right. And there is a thing where you can click on it that's only available to you. One of the things that you might want to do is, I want to close all these tabs. Let me go back here, where it's talking about settings and publishing. Is that where it is? That's not it. Permissions.
So if it's still live, you still can modify that. Huh?
Yeah, I can keep changing it. Yeah, so you can keep changing it. So anyhow, that's the basics for getting one set up. If you get one set up, I'd be happy to individually talk to you or in groups. If there was a group of people that wanted to do Blogger work, we could do a meeting, and we don't all have to be here, and I can help. We could go through how to add stuff to it. But there's lots of stuff that you can add. Right.
You have to do something a little bit more.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff you can do, and it's cheap and it's relatively easy. All right. Let's see, have we lost everybody? Are you guys still here, Kai and Sander?